First, the headlines. Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit inspects preparation for free meal supply, extends financial assistance. Customers express unhappiness over unabated skyrocketing fuel price. And India reports 50,040 new COVID-19 cases, 1,258 deaths in last 24 hours. Hello and good evening. You're watching the Mami TV English News Bulletin. I'm Albina Riamai. Minister of Works, Commerce and Industries and Thongam Biswajit has emphasized the need to follow guidelines and restrictions issued by the state government to fight COVID-19 pandemic even during relaxation of the curfew hours. The minister said this during an inspection visit to Dharamsala at Thangal Bazaar, where Milan Enterprises, Marwari Samaj and Bazaar community prepare meals daily to be supplied free to the COVID patients at various COVID care centers. Lauding Milan Enterprises, Marwari Samaj and Bazaar community for their generous work, Minister Bishwajit said, preparing 2,000 meals daily for COVID care centers is not an easy task. Service to mankind, irrespective of caste and creed, is the ultimate service, he said. The minister also appealed to the people to follow SOP laid down by the government and the Ministry of Home Affairs to curb the pandemic. He asserted that getting vaccinated is the only way to protect from the virus. He also appealed to the masses not to post misinformation about COVID vaccine on social media.
Marwari Samaj na ahing da hawale haraga akogi lariba akogi nomada packet lising ani adu hariba potusu akogi lariba anaba jingsina sagadaba oibanina matam sana pina honabada awaba mayam thengnaragasu hariba miyam sigidamakta akoi seba tawgani haidana chongthorpuse sigidamakta akoi lariba bazar gi amadi Marwari Samaj gi lariba miyam puna ai gi tarftagi amadi on behalf of the government, I really appreciate the way I thamjage. Adu ahen ba seba torga aduga miyoi bagi wana raba matam sida khwaidagi akogi miyoi ba anaba oiro nataga punamakta koina angam mating kire har kana ma wakhan encourage to biba aduga mai wakhal punna hingmine bagi wakhal ama create to biba se sigi damakta so ani subo oina ai thagat to phongduk chage aduga laitabala raba payam punamak che hingmine na bagi akoi masen nungsine na bagi porama sinbira puje sigi damakta haninga leitana akoi thagat to phongdoi haina adumaina thamjage.
Prices of petrol and diesel in the country are skyrocketing, causing an adverse chain reaction to the people in the midst of COVID-19 pandemic. The price of normal petrol in Imphal has jumped to a whopping rupees 102.60 paise per litre, and the extra premium is sold still higher at rupees 106.43 paise per litre, while the price of a litre of diesel is sold at rupees 92.80 paise. In an exclusive interaction with many customers at different oil pumps in Imphal city, Mami TV obviously found unhappiness in their tones over the unabated rise in the price of fuel. Most of them resented that such unprecedented hike has caused a lot of hardship to the common people. They lamented that especially during these hard times, when the whole world is suffering due to COVID-19 pandemic, non-stop increasing of fuel prices adds extra burden, particularly on the poor people. They drew the attention of the authorities concerned to immediately roll back the price.
Ako sida rate ngasi hen mado ako sida rate set to bagi daga soide amtum internet daga dum ngasi ki rate asini haraga sida dak pam da dum lai ako na pam pung taruk dagi rate do ngasi ki rate pung taruk dagi change hoye ba adu ako na pung taruk da pam mang bata ne rate automatic change होए रखा लाएगा।
फायदा तो मालिक का भी जो पहले था सो आज है, वो तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पर ये सब चलता प्लस माइनस होते रहता है। क्या अपना वो इनकम टैक्स चार्ज रखा है, क्या इंटर चार्ज रखा है, क्या उधर से वो खरीद रहा है, वो लोग के तो ऊपर का बात है।
While talking to some of the petrol pump staff, they showed their helplessness, saying that they have no authority over the continuous hike in fuel price and maintained that the daily prices are updated by the center online and they were just discharging their duty. They also face a lot of complaints from the customers every day, added the workers.
Ako sida rate ngasi hen bado ako sida rate set to bagi daga choide antum internet da dum ngasi ki rate asini haraga sida dak pam da dum lai ako na pam pung taruk dagi rate do ngasi ki rate pung taruk dagi change hoy ba adu ako na pung taruk da pam hang bata ne rate automatic change होए रखा लाएगा।
फायदा तो मालिक अभी जो पहले था सो आज है, वो तो सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट स्टेट गवर्नमेंट के लेवल पर ये सब चलता प्लस माइनस होते रहता है। क्या अपना वो इनकम टैक्स चार्ज रखा है, क्या इंटर चार्ज रखा है, क्या उधर से वो खरीद रहा है, वो लोग के तो ऊपर का बात है।
We are standing here at a petrol pump here located in Kurai in Infal East, and we have talked to many of the consumers, the petrol, the car users, the vehicle users. The increase in the petrol and the diesel prices across the state, and particularly here in Manipur, is giving a big burden to every commuters, to all the people who are using the vehicles, saying that petrol and diesel are also a part of their life, because without petrol and diesel, nobody can go to work, nobody can go out of their home and do the duty. They drew the attention of the concerned authorities, be it from the center or from the states, saying that reducing the petrol and the diesel prices across the country is the desire, is the dream of every people throughout the states. For Mami TV News with camera person Deepak, this is Blessing Yangmai.
India reported 50,040 new COVID-19 cases and 1,258 deaths in the last 24 hours. Active cases has declined to 5,86,403 and the national recovery rate has jumped to 96.75%. The weekly case positivity rate has come down to 2.91%. Recoveries outnumber daily new cases of COVID-19 for the 45th consecutive day, with 57,944 people recovered today, taking the total number of recoveries to 2,92,51,029. Total cases in the country stand at 3,2,33,183 with 5,86,403 active cases, and as of today, the case fatality rate stood at 1.31%. According to the Health Ministry data, the daily positivity rate was recorded at 2.82% and it has been less than 5% for 20 consecutive days. All Manipur Muslim Organization Coordinating Committee (AMOCOC) has stated that they will not remain as a mere spectator to the injustice toward drivers and helpers on the pretense of finding illegal items. President of AMOCO SM Jalal said at a press meet held today at the organization's head office. He said both driver and helper of a Guwahati-bound vehicle were kidnapped near Nichu Gate in Nagaland on June 19. They were later released after being detained for 4 days for a ransom of rupees 4 lakh. The victims are Manipuris earning their livelihood by working in truck service along Imphal-Guwahati. Jalal also drew the attention of the authority concerned to look into the matter. All Manipur United Clubs Organization (AMUCO), along with organizations of Imphal West, Imphal East and Kaching District, today distributed edible items to 296 families of various areas of the district. In a press release by Assistant General Secretary AMUCO, M.M. Thambo, AMUCO with various organizations of the state have provided assistance to 4,246 families affected by the pandemic so far. COVID relief materials were distributed to 106 underprivileged families under the jurisdiction of Singjamai Tulilong United Clubs Organization SLU-CO of Imphal West. Edible items were distributed to 150 underprivileged families under the jurisdiction of Social United Clubs Organization of Imphal East. Meanwhile, the items were also distributed to 20 families under the Social Economic Development Organization and 20 families under Citizen Association for Rural Development of Kaching District. BJP Nungba Mandal and Karyakartas of 54 ST Nungba Assembly constituency have congratulated Sharda Devi Adhikari Mayum on her being appointed as the first women president of Bharatiya Janata Party, Manipur Pradesh. The Mandal is hopeful that the party would grow from strength to strength under her leadership, adding that they will remain united under the new leadership of A. Sharda Devi. CPI Bishnupur Local Council has expressed displeasure over the silence by the state government regarding the 50-day nationwide protest by left party since June 16 to 30. In a press release by the party secretary of CPI Bishnupur Local Council, Yaiskulakpa RK said neighboring state Nagaland has reduced state tax share and price of petrol and diesel. They drew the attention of the state government to reduce the price of state tax share, petrol, diesel and essential items. Yaiskulakpa RK asserted that increase in prices of petrol, diesel and essential items in the state, such as where these items are brought in by trucks, is adding to the woes of COVID-19 pandemic in the state. BJP Patsoy Mandal today planted around 50 tree saplings in the surrounding areas of Takia Lairambi, Ima today, celebrating Balidan Diwas and birth anniversary of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Vice President BJP Patsoy Mandal Hanglem Nabab with Singh State Councillor BJP Irungbam Rajan and Takial Kongbal Apunba BJP Development Committee members were also present. In an event held at the residence of State Convener BJP Manipur Pradesh Sports Sale Wakambam Ibomcha, the attendees paid floral tribute to portrait of Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee. Speaking at the event, Wakambam Ibomcha said the tree plantation was held to contribute to the depleting ecological balance of our planet as a part of Balidan Diwas.
Dr. Shyama Prasad Mukherjee July ki tang taruk 1901 da poki Kolkata da. Do mahak asina lai hidabasina 23rd June 1953 mahak ni hingam je sup lagi sahi yang kai gani thoi khaktani mahak asi amna matik chaba yang qualify ba yamna ithinjana lagla su haiba tungi poram yamna uba amadi bharat abesigi tunglam chat yamna uramba adugumba yamna ikai kumnangai oraba adugumba leader amani mahak ki ningsing thorom oina koigi chatliba koigi July ki tang taruk phobosi mahak ki ningsing thorom oina koi u char ching thabai program koi si koigi state ki kanona koigi kano state ki dagi koigi sports hel gi oina koi sugma program se tongna ba harakpani harakpa seida aigi nungsi jarba iram damsi irekai se gi koi chalisa singa punjala kanda akoina sigi program se tongna hona jabani hojikti koi quarantine ga lebena yam hena koi quarantine gi maintain tokda da ba kota da ba distancing thamja da mayam aduna yam hena khudung punbe khudung chaba su leitaba aduna koi tangai fadana koi sugumba green plantation tawdana akoi gi ecological balance tangai fadana thambai ba se akoi tawbam thokba akoi gi tangai fadbai thokdang ni maram aduna kanobu mingsing bagi thoroma se pangthoknaba sugumba sinjaba program ni asida lengbir leba koi gi punamakna koi sigi program chulra kanda punna uja thamina si haibo hamji thamderga intention jare.
Bishnupur District COVID-19 Task Force began the availability of Ayush 64 launched by Chief Minister and Biren Singh for the people of the district. Convener of the task force notified people of the district who COVID-19 symptoms and people with synonyms to get the Ayush 64 free of cost from the task force by showing their Aadhaar card and phone number. Veteran football player of Eastern Sporting Union, Wang Kai, first football trained coach of the state and famous archer and softball player Kangabam Indramani Singh, passed away last morning at Jenims Hospital due to COVID. Indramani was born at Brahmapur, Chungkhamlekai in 1945. He is survived by 5 children. Elite Kanglei Park has condoled his sudden demise. In a press release issued by Elite Kanglei Park, Managing Director of Elite Kanglei Park, Thongam Bijit, remembered Kangbam Indramani for his contribution in sports in the state. His death is a great loss in the field of sports. The group also extended grief to the family. Even as the second wave of COVID-19 pandemic has engulfed the entire country, including Manipur, MLA of High Rock Assembly constituency T.H. Radeshyam appeals to the people through Mami TV to get vaccinated and take utmost care to protect themselves from COVID-19.
Ahanba maktada Mami TV bu yengbiriba praja nungsijaru praja puno poina kurumjari. Mayam puno na khangbire madudi COVID-19 second wave Sina Prithivi sin mathuna awaba kaya ama piri yamna nungai tawak dong thiba thawdo watho kaya ama thengnari akoi Bharat amadi akoi iramda Manipur leso COVID-19 gi second wave si lakpadagi yamna khudong thiba kaya ama akoi sel thungi phibam da yumlei kari gi matang na sa bathakpa lai laisu tamba chatok jasin khuding makta athingma kaya ama lakre hairiba laina si akoi Hujib akwai oiri film si war like situation lanjao thengna ba chamani adon akwai khuding ma ki masi thengna bada masi nga thok pada achauba daita amam lai haina hana dagi khangbiraga so ai amuktaga mayamda remind tawjage ahan bada akwai gi mask uppa masi ma soibi ba yadre adagi akwai khud sa phajana hamdok pi ba yam toina ising asaba phajaban thakbi ba mayam yaringai mayam tinno mafam si akwai Yaubi the crowded places Aduga Sagaina the Imung Manung Deva Karma Tokumatamda Yamabata Mi Kundi Helen Bidava Aduga London London was a Hajari Changa Pamina Viva Adagi Matakta Marks Upiva Hen sanitizer so Mayam you in Sinanava Tambiva Masama Sagi so Adum Sinaviva Aduga function Yawa Deva Karma Yawa Lakoda Okay Marks Upta missing so Pivi Nabadu Sinbiva Madu Regadi Equing out Natopada Yam Jauna Mating Pangan in a Kanji. Maru and Aquena Tobigo, Matanga Itamzage, Vexin, Tika, Hadopiva, Masina Quaidi, Masinga Tunavas, Opambani, Adonamayam, Dina Kutlona, Bhakti Tozeri Madudi, Tikase, Heck, Mafam Kuling Tabala, Matam Tajaza, Matam, Tikase, and Hadopio, Tika Katuk Tragedy Haying, Government of India, Government of Manipur, SOP, Torokpada Haying, Tika Kaptava. Tika vaccinate to the media aeroplane to Mayaroi, Mingsan Masapria, Adharia, the Mana Hang Torokumatum, Akoi Manipur later, Praza, Koi Oana Tahogani, Akoi opportunity Kudong Sabamang, VI, Adonatica, Sintaga, Tadok Pio, Haidana Ina Mayamda, Kurumjari, Adokoi, united we stand, divided we fall, Haidana, Praza Mayam. Punminaraga, Akoi Punminaraga, Mayam, Pun, Saminaraga, Amagama Tatok Sintong, Mating Pangaraga. Akoi samin na rabu kana kata akoi masih hai rabu sathi rabu tanthi rabu laina se akoi thengna bu ngamgani haina I thamjara mayam punang puamukanna.
Now we have a short commercial break. Stay tuned for more updates.
LX Sublimation. Pauna Bazaar Imphal, JMG Shopping Complex, first floor. Mafam asida mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame, sublimation ki pot khuding mug wholesale da pangbigani. Items available are mug printing, cover printing, t-shirt, keychain, photo frame. All the mentioned items will be available at wholesale rate in LX Sublimation. LX Sublimation.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Modi lauded Indians for record-breaking vaccination on June 21 and urged everyone to get vaccinated at the earliest. Addressing the issue of vaccine hesitancy, the Prime Minister urged people to trust science. Calling vaccine hesitancy dangerous, the Prime Minister urged people to get rid of fear. He added that sometimes people may get a fever, but it is very mild and lasts only for a few hours. But avoiding vaccine can be very dangerous. It's not only putting themselves at risk, but also their family and the entire village. Speaking on the record number of vaccination, Prime Minister Modi said the nation has accomplished an unprecedented feat. Remembering Milkha Singh, the Prime Minister said when he was hospitalized, he spoke to him and also requested him to motivate the athletes going for Tokyo Olympics. The central government has told the Supreme Court that it has asked the states to investigate unauthorized vaccination camps where fake vaccines are being given and take strict action against those responsible. In an affidavit to the top court, the central government has said that the COVID-19 vaccination camps can only be organized by only registered centers on COWIN. Earlier on Friday, the Ministry of Home Affairs had also instructed officials in Maharashtra and West Bengal to take strict action against the perpetrators behind the fake vaccination scam. This came after reports of fake vaccination being administered to people have come to light in West Bengal and Maharashtra. India's largest commercial lender, the State Bank of India (SBI), has warned its customer against KYC fraud. The lender issued an alert and asked its customer to report such matters to cybercrime. In a warning on Twitter, SBI stated that KYC fraud has spread like wildfire across the country, and one should avoid clicking on link sent by someone posing as SBI's representative to ensure that they are not tricked into losing their hard-earned money to such fraudsters. The lender further explained that the fraud begins by scammers sending link in a text message and asking the target person to update KYC. Before we end the bulletin, the top news headlines once again. Works Minister T.H. Bishwajit inspects preparation for free meal supply, extends financial assistance. Customers express unhappiness over unabated skyrocketing fuel price. And India reports 50,040 new COVID-19 cases, 1,258 deaths in last 24 hours. With that, it's a wrap for this evening news bulletin. Thank you for joining us. Have a good time.